to go round.
Spinning is a necessary first step in producing fabric. Spinning has been part of some cultures for as long as 20,000 years. Fabric is made from thread or yarn, which is made from fiber.
If it hadn't been for Cotton Eye Joe, I'd been married a long time ago. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe?
Before fiber can be converted to yarn, it has to first be carded. Carding uses a pair of brushes going in opposing directions to remove vegetation and to align the fiber strands. Bunches of fiber have many strands that have roughly the same length. This length is called the staple length. After the fiber is carded, the next step is to overlap staples and draft or pull apart the overlaps to a desired thickness, as Ruth shows in this clipping.
Going on the same fibers.
Okay.
If you grab too far,
You'll just pull it apart, right?
right.
10 pounds of yarn. Is that what you
So this
you
is
have 10 pounds of yarn?
pre-drafting.
Yeah.
The drafted fibers are then twisted to keep overlapping lengths together. The spinning is usually done by a wheel, or its primitive cousin, the drop spindle. The first twisting of fibers was probably done with the hand rubbing fibers against the thigh. I became interested in knitting, a skill on the periphery of the spinning community at a young age. My main motivation was to be able to make clothes for my Barbie dolls, but I soon made booties, kid sweaters, and adult sweaters too. I began a few years ago to have a retirement fantasy. To finance my knitting habit, I would raise alpaca, spin their fiber, and sell the yarn. One slight problem: I had no alpaca, no land to raise them on, and no idea how to spin. A not-so-quick internet search brought me to this site with a link to guilds and led me to the Sunday Spinners, Weavers, or whatever in Rancho Mirage. The first meeting began with introductions and show and tell. A mix of fiber mediums were represented: spinning, weaving, and knitting. Lots of discussion of technique using the terminology that is standard in this community was present. Also, a lot of sharing about history, so lots of stories. Here, Bob, the weaver extraordinaire, is explaining his fabric.
In different colors.
Oh, look at that. Oh, what is this made of?
Tencel. So I got 2 scarves at once, 2 shovels. This is again from that old pattern book from the year 1677 from Germany.
Oh,
So think about what people have woven those patterns.
Yeah. Because this community has a long history, there is a well-developed culture, including a standardized vocabulary and lots of humor. In the next 2 clips, Mary Ellen and Ruth talk about using the body to know spinning.
one end is going to pull a little bit easier than the other end.
Okay.
So, this is the end that's going to go a little bit easier
How do you know?
because I can feel it.
You can feel it.
You can feel it, and it's all done by touch and feel. I'm going to wrap it around my hand
Okay.
for a distaff.
Yeah, this is an Ashford Joy, it's called.
Okay.
And I'm going to spin it clockwise to
Okay.
get it started. And let's see if I can use this. And you can test this to see how it feels.
Okay.
If it's wiry, you probably have too much.
Okay.
Spin, in which case you just pull, slide, pull, slide.
I left the first meeting with strict instructions from Mary Ellen to practice 20 minutes every day. Because I was just beginning, I didn't want to forget the new concepts. So I brought my spinning to face in September.
She's like, oh no, that thing.
Stop. Pinch. Hold. Clamp. And let it go, and the twist will travel up the yarn. And then you spin. Stop. Pinch. Hold. Clamp. And let the twist go up. Now sometimes if you've got a lot of twists like I have here, I can get a couple. I can let it travel a little bit up the...
What's the difference between agitated?
And you can see, I don't know what I'm doing so well. Some of it's thick and some of it's thin. But my teacher told me that that's okay in the beginning. As my spinning started to become more consistent, one of the members suggested that instead of sitting and stopping the spindle, I should stand and spin. This process is not only faster, but it's closer to the method that wheel spinners use. So again, this is my second wheel.
I don't know, I knew nothing
This
about
is
it.
Darlene's Ashford Joy, and I tried the low wheel that Mary Ellen brought.
It was compatible.
They both work good well.
You're doing great. I can't sit on it. You're doing good. Okay, keep going. Oh, look at that little trick. See, you got the little trick down already. See?
Don't put your toe in the middle, though.
No, that would be
You do
bad.
not want to do that.
That's a bad thing.
How do you know that?
Guess how? Things that shouldn't be done with that wheel, I have done. Everything.
The bad girls of spinning. Okay.